Okay, welcome back, and we're going to do a bench test of the Champ here. While my charger is still charging over here, I've got half a dozen other batteries. I usually use this charger here to charge them with. It's the Instructor 4-port charger. Runs on D-cell batteries. You can charge at the field without being attached to your car or anything. And so we'll do that. So I've got my spare battery, and it's fully charged. I'm going to turn on the radio and note a couple things. First, again, if this is in, if that little LED there is steady and not flashing, then it's in high rates, which means if you move the stick, you get the full deflection of the rudder and elevator. If you press and hold this once and listen, it gives you a beep and that starts flashing. That's low rates. And I'm going to leave it in low rates to do the maiden flight. But during the test here, I'm going to test both low and high rates. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is, this is the throttle trim. And if you listen, it beeps. And if you go up, has a long beep. The long beep means you're in the center position. Okay, that little did at the end means you're at the lowest position. You want the throttle trim in the lowest position for an electric airplane. These other trims do the same thing. If you click it off once and you click it back, that means it's in the center. So those are all in the center. This one you could center, but it doesn't. This control doesn't work over here, left and right. Okay, so this now that it's on, it's in low rates. Let me go ahead and plug in the airplane. Okay, I've plugged it in. I've got the battery fully forward, and if you look down in there, you can see there's a little red light on, and it's steady. The fact that it's steady means that the receiver and the transmitter are bound together. Okay, so now let's test something. I'm going to move the rudder first. Now this is normally the ailerons, and this is the rudder, but because it's 3 channels, your rudder is over here, and it's acting like an aileron. So I'm going to move it to the right, and that moves to the right, and it moves to the left, and the elevator, I'm going to pull back, and let me get this where you can maybe see it better. So if I pull back on this, you can see that the elevator is moving up, and if I push down, the elevator is moving down, which would mean the aircraft would go down. Okay, I accidentally bumped one of the trims, so just get it back to neutral. Listen for that long beep, and that'll get it back to neutral. Okay, so I'm now going to put it in high rates. So before I do that, I'm going to move the elevator, see how far it moves. Okay, I'm going to put it in high rates, and it moves further. Okay, I'm going to put it back in low rate, let that flash, and it'll stay in low rates until you hit that button again. So now let's try the throttle. I'm going to hold on to the airplane here, and we'll move the throttle up. I'm going to go full power. Okay, pretty good wind coming off of it, so I think it's going to fly quite well. Okay, this radio does not have any safety features like an on-off switch. Some radios, and I'll show you some others flying the Champ, have an on-off switch so that when you move the switch on the radio, the throttle won't move even if you bump this by accident. And that'll be a good feature in a different radio for a different video. Whoops, bench test not complete. I didn't turn the airplane or the radio off. Okay, so guess what? Always unplug the airplane first. I'm going to set it down over here, unplug the airplane, and now that the airplane is unplugged, turn off the radio. Don't forget that. One more point, I noticed over here that this has quit flashing, and so I'm going to pull it out and put it on my tester, and should be close to 4.2. Okay. 4.19, close enough. Okay, so that battery is fully charged. The other thing you do when you pull it out, you feel this to make sure it's not hot or warm. Warm to the touch, probably okay. Hot to the touch, definitely not. But this one's not even barely warm. Okay. And also, you want to feel this too, the charger, to make sure it's not warm to the touch or hot to the touch. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, and that is a bit warm, slightly warm, I'll say. The reason is it's dissipating a little heat that, so that's, you know, it's probably not even 96 degrees. So thank you for watching.